Ang sarap makinig po sa iyo, Ma'am Eda Arabis. Ma'am Eda, ano po ba masasabi niyo kay Lovely Granada na naghamon kay VP Sara ng debate? Idol, naghamon ang alaga nilang si Lovely ng debate. Labanan ninyo at si VP ang hinamon ay mas matalino daw at mas maganda pa, matalino daw gaya ni Jam Magno. Thank you so much, Ma'am Ami Remo and Sir June Jimena Pisalbon. Shout out sa inyong dalawa po. Okay, let's cut through the noise and call things for what they really are. For all social media personalities who think that visibility equals authority, this is your wake-up call. Lovely Granada, you want a debate with Vice President Sara Duterte? Let's break it down. In your News 5 interview, you said, I'll just face the Vice President para isahan na lang. By what authority? Are you elected? Do you hold any public office? Do you represent a recognized institution or organization with legal standing? No. None. Zero. So tell me, on what basis do you demand that a nationally elected official engage in a one-on-one debate with you? You claim that DDS supposedly fears you? Really? Na wala kang kinatatakutan? You are loud. You are visible. You are online. But fear? Influence? Authority? These are not the same. Visibility is not power, Lovely. Noise is not mandate. Do you know that under our constitutional framework, the Vice President has discretion over when to speak, where to appear, whom to engage? This discretion is not optional, love. It is lawful and strategic governance, Lovely. Especially for officials with national responsibilities. There is no statute, no rule, no precedent that obliges the Vice President to respond to every self-styled challenger, vlogger, or commentator who feels entitled to a personal debate. Your topics, political dynasties, governance, the drug war, are legitimate policy questions. And yes, the public has the right to question and to demand transparency, but raising questions does not automatically create entitlement to demand a debate with the Vice President. In biblical perspective, Lovely, according to Proverbs chapter 26 verse 4, it says, Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. Sa Bisaya pa, Lovely, kay Bisaya ka mang dako, ayaw gayod pagtugbaga ang usa ka buang, sumala sa iyang binuang, tingali unya ikaw mahasama usab kaniya. So, not every provocation requires a response, Lovely. If you respond to every challenge, you risk lowering yourself to the level of baseless spectacle, the exact position you seem to aspire to avoid criticizing. And yes, Proverbs chapter 26 verse 5 says, Answer not a fool according to his folly. But the key word there is discernment o pagsabot. The VP chooses when and how to respond based on public interest, not on social media popularity contests. Now, let's address your style, your accent, your fluency, your British-sounding English. Great! But English is just a language, not a measure of intelligence. Language is a tool for communication, not a showcase of knowledge. People from diverse backgrounds may not be fluent, but that doesn't reflect their cognitive abilities. Your accent is not intelligence, Lovely. Style is not authority. Even parrots can mimic speech, Lovely. Substance is what matters. Relevance, legal standing, and mandate are what matter, not how you sound, not how you look on camera. Your claim of facing VP instead of the vloggers is not bravery. It's self-promotion masquerading as civic engagement. You are creating a narrative of courage and relevance, but in reality, this is performative clout chasing, nothing more. And just to borrow a line from our family expression, figuratively speaking. If ikaw si Granada, ako si Rabis, killing you softly through argument, because in law, weak arguments don't survive scrutiny. Now, let's talk accountability. Yes, you're a taxpayer, so am I, so are millions of Filipinos. But taxpayer status does not entitle you to summon the Vice President for a personal debate. Public office exists to serve the people, not to provide a platform for personal visibility or ego. Let's be blunt. You claim to fear no one, but let's be honest, no one fears you. You claim to be a challenger, but in fact, you lack legal standing and institutional authority. You claim you want conversation, but the platform you chose is social media performative. No? Social media performative challenges is the least effective way to influence policy or governance. Here's the reality, lovely. Demanding a debate with a nationally elected official without mandate, without representation, without legal authority is not courage. It's delusion masked as activism. And finally, let's bring it full circle with substance over show. Public office is not a stage for clout. Credibility is earned by knowledge, experience, and legal authority, not by accent, fluency, TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube visibility. Noise does not equal impact. Entitlement does not equal rights. So ano again ang sabi ng Proverbs chapter 26 verse 4? Huwag mong papatulan ang isang mangmang at baka lumabas na higit ka pang mangmang. So lovely. Discern, observe, choose your engagement wisely. Not everything that barks deserves a response. So before you act like the Vice President should stoop down to your level, ask yourself, who are you really? Do you hold the power you claim? Do you have the mandate you imagine? No. You are visibility. You are noise. You are clout. And yes, millions of Filipinos, including taxpayers, will judge you on substance, not style. Public office does not exist to satisfy social media ego. It exists to serve the nation. And that is a lesson that cannot be learned in flashy videos, British accents, or viral posts. Daghang salamat.